Good everyone, welcome to this video. Today we have a Remember in the Past episode on the I-16 Type 5. This was one of my first Russian planes that I actually unlocked, and, well, to put it simply, it was one of the first ones I fell in love with. Now, this was over 6 years ago, so remembering some of this stuff might be a bit hazy, so to speak, but I'll do my best. So back in the days of AB, this thing had a roll rate which made a 190 blush, and that's putting that lightly. And I don't mean 190 as in, like, AB roll rate of 190s, because they're pretty good. But I mean actual roll rates of 190s in RB. And it would do the same in RB, this would as well. It would outroll 190s. It was insane. And I just remember just what I used to do was, and this sounds very dumb, so be prepared. But what I used to do was I would just spam either A or D to obviously roll, and I would just shoot enemies as I'm doing freaking rolls at insane speeds. It was hilarious, it was funny, I hardly got any kills, I learnt from that, I still looked at twats, so there you go. But it's definitely a plane that I've held truthfully to my heart because not only is this plane a lot of fun, but also it has a lot of skins to unlock. And as we can tell if we go into customization, I currently have the blue one on because I like this one. Um, we have red, which looks quite nice. Non-standard unicolor camouflage, which looks quite nice. Moscow, which looks quite nice. The unicolor camouflage, which is just your bog standard I-16 really. The Rata camouflage, which this looks really nice, I have to admit. We then have the civil camouflage, which is just pretty much a winter skin. We then have yellow, which looks quite okay. And then, of course, finally, we have blue. For today, we're going to be using the blue skin, just because this is the last skin that I had to unlock. And, well, I unlocked it a few years ago, and I had a lot of fun revisiting this plane in ARB. Of course, as you can see down here, we have a couple of other planes to mention as well. Of course, if you remember, the Remember in the Past series will only be going up to Japan, but it's still a nice mini-series to do anyway. And of course, we have the Lag-38, the AR-2, the Yak-7B, and the PE-3. So we've got some nice planes to look forward to, possibly a Stinker. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So, how about we get to the match, and how about we get cracking, because this is definitely a plane that I last flew it for a Talisman series flight. I think about a year or two ago. And I haven't really flown it since because I don't have a reason to. But it's just one of those vehicles that it's just stayed in my head, you know? It's just stayed there. But even so. Anyway, I'll see you all in the first match. And welcome to the first match. We got Last Battle of Kalkin-Gol. Not a bad map, but I'm definitely going to need to be prepared to ground strike on this map because half the time the enemy team just runs back to their runway and you have to farm. So this will probably be fun. Not. Oh well. Let's have a look at the VR. Looks like this is a 1-7 match. Fine by me. Yes, I love the I-16s. They're definitely planes that I've always enjoyed. They've just got that little, like, they've got character about them, which is what I enjoy. I smell a team kill. That Samu guy. I don't know why, but I smell a team kill. Oh, whatever. I don't think this map is, like, amazing for new players anyway. If I was Gaijin, I'd move the runways, or this runway, a little bit more forward as well as the convoy, just to make it easier to get into the fight. That's what I'd do, but that's me. I'm not Gaijin. I wish I was, because, my god, I'd fix the game like it was going out of style. Oh well. It's just nice to be back in the I-16, you know? Like, because I don't play it very much, like, because I have no reason to. It's just nice to be back in the thing. Well, the Type 5 specifically, like the Type 10, the 18, and the 24. The 24 I adore right now, because they gave that thing a buff, and it is incredible. If you haven't played the Type 24 yet, I highly suggest it. It's got the most power out of all the I-16s. It is actually still maneuverable, so yeah, it's actually quite incredible. Okay, looks like it is 1-7, which is fine by me. I will certainly take that. I don't know why you're bombing bases in an SU-2 anyway, mate. There goes one of our pea shooters crashing on a couple of minutes after the battle started. That was Samu, funnily enough, the guy I thought was going to team kill. I mean, I did see a squad when I checked the leaderboard, but it's fine. Something coming low down there, I'm not particularly worried about that yet. Kai-10, Hurricane, that's going to be a priority target at the minute. I'm not too worried about the Kai-10, purely because, well, it's a Kai-10. They fixed the flight model in that thing. Oh, team kill? Good. Well, good for me, not for them. Libington 2007 just team killed Dark Lord 101. I'm not sure why that happened, but that's not my duty to investigate. Stuka's dragging down the entire enemy team, it looks like, which is good for me, but still. Kai-27, that thing's going to be an absolute nightmare to deal with. Those things are very annoying to deal with. Yeah, the Stuka might want to watch his rearview mirror, because he's going to have some. Well, let's just say the objects may appear closer in the mirror will be applying a lot more differently to him in a minute. So target priority right now is going to be that Kai-27. That thing is an absolute menace. And we don't have any Chinese Kai-27s on this match, so I'm sort of pressed to deal with this thing. The problem is that the I-16 Type 5 is not a great counter to a Kai-27. There's a good few reasons for that. Okay, he's pulling off. I'm going to pull back up. Hurricane's coming this way, which I'm going to have to deal with him now. I don't know what Hurricane it will be, given it's a... Well, this is a... We have a 1-7 team. That's a 2-0 bird as well. Okay, combat flaps. What's he gonna do? Is he just gonna run? Because if so, I don't care. If you're just gonna run and extend the match out, I could care less. I just won't engage you. Swordfish coming in here. I think that's the Mark II. Swordfish? It's the Mark 1, okay. I thought it was the Mark II Swordfish. Let's finish off the Swordfish here. We're going to use some flaps. He's trying to get the gunner on me, but it's a very awkward shot. I'll even burn. Burn, baby, burn. Disco and burn, no. I'm sorry, I had to say that. The 112 is trying to turn fight a Kai-27 and a CR-32 at the same time. He might beat the CR, not the Kai-27. So I'm going to come in and try and smack the Kai-27 before it kills him. That's the ticket, that's what I wanted to remove. Gladiator's coming in now. I'm going to need to deal with him before I deal with the CR-32. See Gladiator, you don't see many of those. If I remember rightly, that thing's in the, going to be in the Forgotten Vehicle series, because you literally do not see Sea Gladiators. Right, you're toasty, but I'm going to have the entire enemy team on my butt, so I'm going to need to start dropping yards. Got him. Lad's on my arse, that's fine for the moment. What Although it's not fine now, because he's on my butt. And my elevator's damaged. Ow. I should be able to extend from them. The problem is they can long range shoot, and they will spray. This is low tier after all. Ow. Oh, please don't hit the engine. This thing is very fragile. Yeah, I'm pulling away. That's good. That's good. As you can see, my left elevator is quite damaged, so I wasn't able to swing it around as quickly. But I'll let them spray and pray. I'm just going to extend the odds, and then I can swing back round and deal with them in a moment. But as you can tell, the team's not really pulled their weight, unfortunately. And we've still got a Hurricane to deal with as well, so that's going to be interesting. Okay. Because I can outclimb the Glads, not by a lot though, and I can easily beat the V156, but the V156 you should never underestimate. So let's go for a 10-degree climb. Because the Swordfish is dead, so we don't need to worry about him. But I'm just concerned that, yeah, there goes the BB1. My best hope right now is to nail the Glads first. I need to nail the Gladiators first. Okay, the V156 is broken off. That's good. I prefer a 2-on-1 fight, to be honest. And I have the superior aircraft as far as performances, anyway. In terms of performance overall, I'd rather be in this, purely because of how good it is compared to biplanes. I'm going to take that head on, buddy. I'm going to take out the Sea Gladiator first, purely because A, it's higher, and B, he's running stealth. I won't see his bullets. He's now going to spray and pray, but that's okay. Just keep dodging. Because the J8A will run out ammo faster than the Sea Gladiator will, so that's what I'm hoping for right now. But now I've pretty much drained their energy. Yeah, he's firing. Because he's running stealth, and this is the problem. I've also got a Hurricane coming in. So I need to even the odds right now. I don't have much time. If I have to take risk and take damage, I will do so. Because I can't deal with a Hurricane and the pair of biplanes here, so it's going to be very difficult. This is a fight I probably won't win, I'm going to damn well try. Right, that's 2-on-1 now. Nope, I do not want to head on with you. That's my engine. I kind of needed that. Looks like the J8A is out of ammunition, which is good for me. I accidentally snap rolled there, because the I-16 doesn't like to snap roll. I should be able to reverse the Hurricane, but the problem is my engine is damaged. Come on. Down you go. See, it's handled like a brick now because of the damage and the engine loss of power. The question is, can I kill the Hurricane before I run out of ammo? Because they're pretty tanky. Shredded his right wing. And he's turning to the right hand side, making it a lot easier to get shots. There we go. Phew! Let's head back to base. That was a well-earned little battle there. That's 6 kills. The problem is, that's a Kai-27 and I'm damaged. He can actually catch me in that thing. Yeah, this is not going to end well. Even on 6 kills. The only hope I have is if he's a dumbass, which I doubt it. I doubt he's a dumbass. I only have 122 rounds, but if I get one fire, he's finished. But if he gets behind me, I'm finished. That's the problem here, and I won't outrun it. Not with the damage I have. I had to take a lot of risk to even that fight, and well, as you can tell, it's backfiring on me. But, oh well, I mean, I'm happy with 6. If I can get 7 and die, I'd be happy. Like, I'd gladly trade with that guy for the win. Or for the loss, sorry. Oh, look, there's my engine producing black smoke. You just know my engine's dying. I think he knows it as well, that's the problem. I don't really want to fly back and camp, so I'm just going to turn in, I don't care. Give me all the power you've got, little engine. I'm out of ammo. I think I got his engine, so that's helpful. Problem is, it sounds like his is still running better than mine. If I take one more bullet to the engine, I might as well not have one. So I need to be very careful here. He's very trigger happy. Yeah, his engine's dying, I can hear it. That is running on 2 cylinders at least. I don't have a lot of time though. I don't know how much longer this engine can last, that's the problem here. The problem is the more I turn, the closer he gets, even with his dying engine. And I can't outrun that thing. He may sound poorly, but he's still fighting. Just need to keep dodging and not drain my speed too much. Yep, that's the end of me. A lucky shot into the engine. That's me finished. What I can do though is I can drag him out and just keep dragging him until his engine fails. Because mine's gone, my engine is gone. There's nothing I can do here. Yeah, he's really struggling. He won't make it back to base for that damage, but with a team like that, there's only so much you can do. Right, let's head back to the hangar, and, well, let's conclude it there, because that was pretty dang fun, I will admit. I had to take a lot of risks to try and even that fight. I didn't really have much time to reset and reposition, because obviously the Hurricane caused that issue, but had it just been me and the Gladiators, I could have potentially saved that game from being a loss, but unfortunately when your SU-2s and BB-1s are bombing and your team decides to all die, there's not much you can do. But I hope you enjoyed that flight regardless. It was certainly a lot of fun for me. I enjoyed that dogfight very much. And next up we have the Lag 38, which was the second Russian plane I fell in love with. I couldn't really think of any ideas for like Russia, but the Lag 38 was the second plane I fell in love with because of the cannon, primarily, when the cannon worked, of course. Because back in the day, Shavak actually worked, so that gives you an idea. But I hope you enjoyed today's video on the I-16 Type 5 and a heartbreaking loss, and I will see you all on the next one.